Mad Alliance and anyone watching. How's life going for you? It's Joe, aka Mad Joe FC. Welcome to the video. Man, I'm hyped for this. Despite what I've heard, One Punch Man Season 2 is officially here. And from what I've heard, it's been getting mixed receptions. People are saying that the animation isn't on par with Season 1. Now, regardless, I'm going to watch it. One, to see for myself how I like it. And two, because even though I wasn't around during the time that One Punch Man Season 1 aired and I didn't have to wait as long as some of you, I know how long some of you have had to wait. And I know that this has been a long time coming, One Punch Man Season 2. So despite the animation, I hope that at least overall, Season 2 has been delivering so far. I guess in terms of its adaptation from the manga. So, yeah. One Punch Man Season 2, Episode 1, or 13, if that's, that's kind of how anime does their thing. And, of course, y'all be watching it in sub. What else? Also, this hasn't been really too much. I haven't had many complaints about this. I've just seen few comments here and there throughout like all the anime reactions I've done. But some people have said like you should use earbuds just so that like the noise coming from my laptop, isn't echoing or anything. So I will be using earbuds. What else? I don't want to say anything that I can't promise, but on my Patreon, what I'm going to try to do, starting now with this episode of One Punch Man, starting now from any shows that I watch, the cut version will be here on YouTube. And if everything goes well, then I'm going to try to have the full uncut version of the episode on my Patreon so that, you guys can see my full uncut reaction there. And then even if the video gets blocked on YouTube, then you can still watch on Patreon and you get the full uncut version. So, yeah. What else? I think that's about it. I will be doing my reaction for the intro. It's not going to be in this video. That'll be like its own little video. And yeah, I think that's about it for real. I just wanted to make sure that I said everything that I needed to say. And I guess I'll say this just because not everyone watched my comeback channel update video. But from this point on, with any shows or anime that I watch, if my video for the episode gets blocked due to copyright, then if it's gone, it gets blocked, then it's gone. Reason why is because, in the past, I've spent too much of my time when I could, when I needed that time to work on other videos. I spent too much time trying to edit, videos down to where they won't be copyrighted anymore. And then by the time it's edited down, sometimes it's edited down to the point where like there's only like 2 or 3 minutes of me watching the episode, and that just doesn't really seem like it would be entertaining to watch. So from this point on, with any shows or anime that I watch, if the episode gets blocked, then it's just gone. So what I suggest you do is download my video of whatever episode of whatever show it is that I'm watching. As soon as if you know you're not going to watch it at that moment, then at least go on my channel and download the video so that, you'll always have it. And like I said, if everything works well, then the full uncut version should be on Patreon anyway. So, yeah. All right, I think that's about it for real. I'm sorry for keeping you guys waiting. Man, I'm hyped to watch this. I just wanted to make sure I got everything I needed to say out of the way, and there's probably still some stuff I forgot that I'll probably mention after I've watched the episode. But yeah, kick back, chillax, watch me react. Let's get it. Uh-oh. Another monster. There's always a monster. Whoa! Okay, okay.
キングだキングがいるぞ俺を地上最強の男 S 級ヒーロー7位のキングと知ってのことか
Yeah, Class S is like the best there is, but
貴様を殺しに来たと言っている
I know he's a monster, but it actually looks kind of cool. Actually, it's kind of hardcore.
キングさんが戦闘態勢に入った時に鳴る音だよ
But
この音を聞いて生きて帰った怪人はいないと言われてんだいいかこれは我の戦闘 AI の性能テストでもあるデータを取るために全力で戦ってもらおうだが一度トイレに行かせてもらおうか便意を我慢しながらでは実力の半分程度しか出せないそれではデータが取れずに困るだろう
he has to be at 100% power.
1分遅れるごとに10人殺すいいな
Wow.
どうしてこうだった怖えよ俺は強くなんてない無職でオタクで引きこもりなだけの29歳だキングなんだよバカか
I thought.
人一倍いや何十倍も臆病
I
なだけ
thought.
だ
But what about the OVA?
たまたま俺の目の前に凶悪な怪人が現れ目を閉じている間に誰かがやっつけていた偶然そんな場面に何回も出くわした
Wow.
それだけなのにいつの間にかヒーロー協会に S 級ヒーローの証を送りつけられ
What? So now he's a Class S hero, and now he's the title of Strongest Hero, and he's not. Nowhere close, actually. Wow. I mean. Ah! Cheetos! Cheetos! My boy Cheetos!
何それロケットパンチジェノス手貸そうか
You say Tom was just in the background. You want help?
そうかじゃあ
He's just walking away.
名前か本名は照れくさいなどうしよっかな
キングでいいんじゃね
ヒーロー名はちょっとさすがにキングお兄ちゃんなんて誰かに
Wait.
何この人なんでいるの
窓が開いてたもんで
ここ22階ですよ困るな勝手に人の家に上がり込んでもらったこの俺が S 級ヒーローと知ってのことなのか
知ってるよキングだろ
こいつは S 級会議になぜか来ていた B 級ヒーロー
お茶もらえる
Yeah. Gina!
焼却
Superhero landing. Wow. He turned into like molten stuff.
めちゃくちゃうまい。なんでさっき逃げたんだ。
Ah,
今ジェノスが戦ってるんだけどお前めちゃくちゃ強い S 級ヒーローなんだろ。なんでロボット怪人から逃げなきゃならなかったんだ。それ聞きたくてついてきちゃったけど、
uh-oh.
お前ゲーム始めてるし怪人にはもう興味なくなったのか。もしかして強くなりすぎて戦うことが嫌になったのか。頼む、教えてくれ。
That's actually the very opposite of what it is. Okay, what the frick?
まただ。
Every second there's a monster.
今日だけで3件目か。
Or every 10 minutes.
俺は行くけど。
Oh, God! Jesus! Oh, God!
驚いた。災害の方からお
Me
前
too.
のところにやってきたぜ。キングには怪人とか怪獣を引き寄せる何か。
Yeah, they do keep coming to him, actually.
そうなんだ。俺は昔から運が悪すぎるんだ。
こういう場合はどうする。
最近は特についてない。
自分の家まで押し寄せられたら戦うしかねえだろ。
You gotta have to fight.
このレーザーをなんとかしないと。
降りてこい。我が目標はキングのみ。おのり。これは
Oh,
小尺が水蒸気で光が。
キングを追っているようだ。
oh, God!
強い男を知っている。戦わないのか。
違うんだ。世間が憧れるキングは俺ではない。ああ、言わなければ言わなければ。今言わないと。
Just don't.
俺は絶だ。
What?
話マジかよ。
誰か。
Wow.
落ち着け。怪人はやっつけたぞ。
That's how that happened.
ゆっくり開けてみろ。見えるか。
あなたは。
俺。
Before he even...
ヒー
Wow.
ローを目指しているものだ。
ひどい怪我を。
こんな怪我大したことね。
Yo! Yo!
この人。
That was before he trained so hard that his hair came out.
楽しいか、お前。嘘ついてビクビクしながらヒーローやってて。
楽しくない。
まあ俺は関係ないし、説教するつもりはねえけど。
I was hoping the theme would play. I didn't say anything, but
俺がもらってたかもしれません。
手軽に
Wow.
そういう問題じゃないだろ。お前
that
は
theme just hits you in the
ヒーローなんだ
feels.
ぜ。
いや、俺は。
お前が何を言おうと、みんなは最強のヒーローだ。
Yeah, and he even has his own, like...
キング、このまま嘘を通すのか、ヒーローをやめるのか。
なかなか決める度胸が。
だったら強くなればいいんじゃね。
Yeah?
俺も行くわ。じゃあな。
ちょっと待て。怒らないのか。あんたは本気でヒーローを目指していたのに、俺は。
たまにゲームやりに来るからよろしく。
うん。
Hey, that's what's up.
いいよ。
本当にこんな奴が。
信じられん。
ええ、ヒーロー認定試験の身体能力測定では過去最高点を
Her,
叩き出した男よ。
Tornado's sister.
それ以降目
Yeah,
立
Blizzard.
つ報告がないにもかかわらず C 級から B 級へと駆け上がった。それもデビューわずかで。きっとこの男は何かある。
絶対に何かあるはずだ。強さの秘密が。
Just training.
まずは は居場所を探すわよ。
はい。
必ず見つけ出して後悔させてやる。この音速のソニックに
Yeah, Sonic.
せたことを。
Speedo
首を洗って
sound.
待ってなさい。
People are coming for him.
埼玉。
All right. Season 2, Episode 1. Let's review this. So, first off, very first thing I have to say. I don't understand why people were bugging on the animation. I hadn't seen it yet until now. I just heard what people have been saying. Why have people been bugging on the animation? The animation, okay, this is me. This is me personally after just seeing this one episode. In this one episode, this one episode was perfect in terms of showing the animation for the new studio that's working on the show. Because there was tons of action with Genos and the robots. For me, the animation looked amazing. It looked amazing. Now, I haven't seen season 1. I only watched it one time. And that was when I was doing my reactions for it. And that was literally at like probably from February to March of 2018. So it's been over a year. So I don't remember, everything exactly how the animation looked. But from what I saw, the animation looked amazing. Genos fighting that robot, to me, it looked amazing. And can we talk about how Genos, his arm is kind of like, I think it's kind of like CG. I don't know. It definitely looks different than in season 1. It definitely didn't stand out as much in season 1. I'm not sure if it had that similar look in season 1 or if it was just like animated like the rest of his body is. I think it was in season 1, but in season 2, it's kind of like a rendering. I'm not exactly sure how I feel about it. Not that I think it's bad. I mean, I don't know. Like, I think it looks okay. Now, like, I don't know right now exactly how I feel about that because I definitely don't hate it. It isn't like I love it, though. Not yet. But I like it. I like it. I like how it looks. I like how it looks. I don't love how it looks. I don't hate how it looks. I like how it looks after seeing just one episode. And I don't know if, like, thinking about the premise of this specific episode, I don't know what I was even expecting from the first episode of season 2. So, yeah, I'm pretty okay with what the premise of this episode was. King, and I don't think he was just in the OVA. I believe he was in, like, season 1 episode. I think he was in, like, maybe 2 of, like, some of the last few episodes of season 1. But I mostly just remember him from the OVA. That's what I instantly remembered him from, was the OVA. And I remember because he was like this guy, he was being framed for killing this one guy who, he came back to life. But King was being framed of killing him at one point. And so now in season 2, we find out that he's not a hero. He's not like this really strong guy. He did lose his eye, but it wasn't in like, I think in, I don't know if it was in season 1 or in the OVA, but I think at some point he even kind of like explained, like it was some hardcore way that he lost his eye. It isn't like it was in a fight or anything, but it was by freaking monsters, so, there's that. But he's not this strong guy. Everyone thinks like he's this, the strongest hero now. He's taken Saitama's, title. And really he's just, surprisingly he holds up well though, like on the outside when facing a monster. he holds up well. You know, he has just like this, you know, straight face. It isn't like he's cowering like he was when he was alone, but in the face of evil, you know, he actually has a straight face. So at least give him that, you know, even though he doesn't have any super strong strength, at least give him, you know, his courage. Even though he ran away, but you know what I mean. So I like that little bit. Maybe my favorite, what's in my mouth? My hair. I gotta get this. Yeah. I gotta get this shaped up. But so my favorite parts of the episode was the fight with Genos and the robot, because like I said, that looked amazing. That looked awesome. But my second favorite part would actually, I think it was probably Saitama talking to King about, you know, saying, if you're this strong hero, then why don't, like, are you bored of fighting like me? Like, are you kind of like, you know, me? Are you bored of fighting? You're this really strong hero, so why don't you fight this monster, you know, unless you're lying? And so King just came out and, you know, said it how it is. And then the song was playing, the song that hits you in the feels. I was hoping that song would actually play at some point during the first episode. I was hoping there would be some moment that would allow for that song to play, just because I really like that theme. That theme was especially amazing when Mumen Rider gave like his little speech in season 1. You guys remember that? Easily one of the best parts of One Punch Man in a whole. Season 1, man. Yeah. I love that scene. Even though he's still freaking got... We'll give Mumen Rider a pass though, because he's still courageous. Even though he, you know, wasn't able to take on the monster, we'll still give him a pass for being the bravest hero. So yeah. The Genos and robot fight and Saitama talking to King, and King, you know, letting Saitama know, you know, the truth. Those are my two favorite parts. You know, King coming to the realization that Saitama saved him from all these things, and even from the first monster that took out his eye. And that was before Saitama was definitely training at that point, because he took out the monster, but he wasn't training to the point where his hair came out yet, because he still had his hair, he still had the jumpsuit on. So it was during like a mid area of Saitama's like transition from just being this guy to becoming the One Punch Man. That was around the time that, you know, that was around the time that King's eye got scratched and stuff. So him and Saitama have had many previous encounters, but this is just the first time that Saitama and King are in this one place, and King's finding out that Saitama is the One Punch Man and this guy who's been saving them all this time. And now, like, they're just kind of like chill bros. Like, Saitama was like, yeah, I'll come by and play some video games with you again. And he did. He actually did. Because we saw that near the end of the episode. So that was cool. They're now just, you know, kind of like chill. And Genos took out the robot. And some of what he salvaged of the robot, he wants input into him. And I don't think that's such a good idea. I think we all think that's not such a good idea. This, like, evil robot, you know, who, you know, and being implanted into Genos, that could, like, you know, do something internally with his internal systems or whatever, and like corrupt him or something. It all like shouts out bad idea. I don't even know what Genos is. I mean, he just wants to be upgraded, you know, as much as he can. He wants to be, you know, the greatest hero. So, but it's not a good idea. It really isn't. I think he even asked that one time in season 1. I don't remember exactly. I think there might have been something in season 1 also that like he wanted put into him or something. I can't remember though. But yeah. As a whole, this first episode, I liked the premise of this episode starting season 2. Oh yeah, I forgot to talk about this. So the thing at the end with Speedo Sonic, Blizzard, which is Tornado's sister, so they're both after Saitama. They're both after Saitama, One Punch Man. They both want him. And the Hero Association gathered these criminals they basically need their help. They're criminals, but we saw in this first episode that villains keep coming. Like, monsters keep coming. Like, every 5 or 10 minutes, there's a monster. Like, it's in season 1, yeah, there was a lot, but just in this one episode, it's crazy. It's getting crazy. There's like so many coming. And then like I remember in like the last few episodes of season 1, there was like this thing, like this old lady or whatever that was said to come, in like 3 or 6 months or whatever. That like, in whatever. I don't even remember, to be honest. But there's like, basically there's this old lady that can come. There's already all these monsters. So, the Hero Association needs all the help that they can get. So that means bringing in criminals, who also have, abilities, then, it's worth a shot, I guess, to them. But yeah, so we don't exactly know how that ended, because it ended with Speedo Sonic basically letting the criminals know why they're there, and then he, kind of just dipped. But we didn't exactly see how that ended, if the criminals went with it or if they all left. So yeah. But overall, very enjoyable episode. For me, everything feels like season 1. Everything feels like season 1. The plots of the episode, the dialogue, action, animation, everything feels like season 1 for me. Basically, it feels like, I was going to say it feels like season 1, but just like with a tiny bit of updates. But even like though Genos has like his rendering arm thing, everything actually just feels solidly like season 1. It literally just feels like a continuation of season 1. That's what it feels like for me. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think of this first episode of season 2 so far. For me, yeah, I quite enjoyed it. And the last time I watched anime was October, when Attack on Titan season 3 part 1 ended. I just realized that. So it's been 6 months since I've even watched anime. So even though there isn't going to be nearly as much anime related content on the channel as there has been in the past, yeah, it still just feels really good to be watching anime again. And I'm going to have 2, One Punch Man and Attack on Titan season 3 part 2 when that airs later this month. So yeah, it's going to feel good to be watching some anime again, because I didn't realize how much I missed it. But yeah, that's my reaction. That's my review. And I'm probably going to watch season 2. Season 2, episode 2 right after this. And I still need to do a reaction and discussion for the new intro, which the new intro didn't play in this episode at all. I think that was the new intro playing at the end, which is why I paused it. But yeah, before I watch the second episode, I'm going to do a reaction and discussion for the intro. Then I'm going to watch the second episode, if the new intro plays at the beginning of the second episode. So yeah, let me know what y'all thought of the video down below in the comment section. Let me know what you all thought of One Punch Man Season 2, Episode 1. Let me know your thoughts on it so far. Animation, dialogue, premise of the episode, everything. Let me know what you think of Season 2 as a whole so far from what you've seen. And how it compares to Season 1 and how it's being adapted from the manga. Links on my social media will be down below in the description box. Mad, smash the like button. Share this video with anyone you feel would enjoy. If you are new around here and you like what you see, tap the subscribe button to join the Mad Alliance on our journey to 100,000 subscribers. And ding on the notification bell to be notified of when I upload a new video. It's Joe, aka Mad Joe FC. I hope you all have a marvelous day. Mad out. And that's the video. Mad. Strong. Together.